Hey, happy Thursday morning to everybody. I got a lot of stuff to cover here real quick, so let me get right into it. I first of all need to make a correction to yesterday's video. Yes, umpires sometimes do admit that we make mistakes, and I made one yesterday, and I want to correct it. Gary Keller and Brad Thiede both pointed out the error of my ways, and I want to fix my answer to Tuesday's question, which I answered yesterday. The question was, we have a batter who hits a ground ball to the pitcher, the ball careens off the pitcher, and the first baseman goes over to field it near the first base line. When he does that, the batter runner with 1 foot in the running lane and 1 foot out of the running lane collides with the first baseman. What do you have? Now, I had originally said, erroneously, that you had interference because he had 1 foot in the lane and 1 foot out of the lane. Had he had both feet in the lane, it would have been a clean play. I was wrong, and I will admit that to you now. The error was that it doesn't matter whether or not he was in or out of the running lane, because the running lane only protects the runner on a thrown ball, not on a fielding situation such as we had there. So the runner in that situation is guilty of interference regardless of where he is, and he is therefore out. And I want to correct that from the other day. Gary was very astute and posted all 3 rule codes in the comment section with the rules cited. And I really appreciate that, Gary. Thank you for doing that. And that's why I'm going to give you credit. And also, Brad also backed it up later on. So both guys, thank you very much. Both very good umpires who I looked up to. So I appreciate the correcting of the error. Now, to get to the question from yesterday, which was the first baseman fields a ground ball that was hit to his right, and he dives to first base and touches the base with his glove, with the ball in the glove, for the out. Is that really an out on the force? The answer is yes. The rule book specifies, actually all 3 rule books, high school, college, and pro, specify that a player in possession of the ball only has to touch the base with any part of his body. It doesn't matter whether it's his foot, his hand. He can sit on the bag, he can face plant on the bag, it doesn't matter, just so long as he has the ball in his possession and touches the base on a force out prior to the runner arriving. The runner is out. So it doesn't matter whether he has the ball in one hand and touches it with the other hand or what. It doesn't matter which foot he uses, all that's irrelevant. So long as he has the ball, he can touch the bag with any part of his body that is convenient to the bag, and you can use your imagination if you want to on that one. So that's the answer to yesterday's question. So now we're finally getting to today's question. This was posed last night at a rules meeting, and this is a really fun and really complex question. So fasten your seatbelt for this one. This was posed by Jeff Morrow, who is a AAA umpire in the Pacific Coast League. He helps us out with our rules clinics sometimes on these Wednesday nights, and so I wanted to pose this to him. This was a challenge question to them in school, umpire school. Here it is. Runner on first base. He is stealing on the pitch. The hit and run is on. The batter hits a fly ball to center field. While it's in the air, the runner who was on base rounds second. The center fielder then catches the ball. The runner realizes that, retouches second base on his way back, and the center fielder throws the ball toward first base to try to double him off on the tag-up. However, he airmails the ball and it lands in the dugout. Where do you put the runner? Now, it may seem really easy, but think about it a little longer, especially for those of you who are umpires who comment on here. Now, I realize this is a fan forum, really for fans to answer these questions, but a lot of umpires contribute too, which I appreciate. So think hard about this one, because he was not back to first base when the ball left and went into the dugout. So think you know? Post below. And of course, please like and share this video, and hop on to Amazon.com and get your copy of Come On Blue, A Fan's Guide to Umpiring. Put your thinking caps on, and I'll see you Friday morning. Have a great Thursday.